Yeah. I'm in there. Come on, let's go. Oh, so we're ready, Travis, yeah? Yeah, we are. Cool. Thank you, my friend. And we have here 7DS and Legion for the playoff game. And I have Luxar with me. How you doing?
Doing pretty well, first time casting,
You'll
you
be
know.
great, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, you know 7DS inside out these days, so it should be
Well,
good.
gonna not be biased.
Well, yeah, we will try not to be biased in that respect, but it should be a good game. Legion are, from what I've heard, on a big win streak right now, so could be
Well,
good.
I know that Junk is a very good winner. He got one of the games
Mhm.
in here, so it's gonna be a massive challenge for Jack over here. So, that should be interesting to see what happens there. And the two junglers, I mean, Kiz and Wisetown, yeah, looking at a
Mm.
really good matchup there. And then even the top half of the map is just such a close matchup. I don't
Yeah.
really know much about Legion's bot lane. I know a lot about 7DS's bot lane, but it's going to be an interesting 3 games or 2 games.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting series. And the bands are coming out. We already have Bramch's Pike band. I don't know how happy he's going to be about that.
I mean, inside leak, I don't think Pyro was planning on being picked at all for this. So, could be a waste of a ban, we never know. Don't know what
It could
Steven
be.
Snake's going to draft.
No, we
But we got rid
don't.
of the Jackson, the Fresh. I mean, we know that their support plays a lot of Fresh,
Mhm.
and very good on Fresh, so it's a pretty decent ban.
Yeah, yeah,
First pick
yeah.
for 7DS, what are you thinking?
Um, I don't know. I'm not sure about this. We know they love a good flex pick, so
Yeah,
we could see something there, or we could just see a standard. I don't know. Maybe just a jungler or a mid, not a mid, a jungler or a support picked up.
could also see that Ash Minky's been in like on form at the moment with Ash, so
Yeah, yeah. From what I've heard, most definitely. But
be
it is. Oh,
interesting.
we're just gonna just get a big got
Yeah, big
nice
early
pick.
first pick they got there. That's a
Mhm.
interesting first pick. It could be countered, and they could just build a comp against it, which could really mess with the Urgot top lane. But
Yeah, they definitely
from
could. I
yeah,
like Urgot Top. He is quite strong right now, I reckon, and there isn't too many counters to him. He has range and tankiness, but it looks like North is gonna pick a Darius into it. Ooh.
Darius Heckram. I mean, Darius is actually pretty good in Urgot if he plays the matchup correctly. But at the
Mm.
same time, he also could just be kited. So there's always the Heckman's pretty solid pick. Depending on if you, I mean, you might go both, you might go Knight, you could go Ash, you got 3 days stones you could take there. And depending on what 7 days. Yeah, that's expected. We knew that I was going to be picked, yeah. But it's a pretty balanced matchup in the jungle, in my
Mhm.
opinion, from previous encounters. And
I like the Hecarim build because it's got good gauge, good damage. The champ ain't too bad in the meta right now. And also Zyra for Bramch.
robot. So I
Yeah, we've
got
got
phones.
Discord lad as well.
The server is dying so bad. Oh, yeah, it's back. Wait, is it?
uh,
Yeah, it's a
no,
bit better.
it's
But
yeah, we get
server changed. They changed the server.
we
Fully expected. Yeah, they changed the server. But
yeah.
yeah, the Zyra picked up. Yeah, I mean the server is the response to the Zyra Rek'Sai. I mean,
Mm,
pretty decent response. Yeah, but it means that 7DS are gonna have to draft someone and get onto the server and stick onto her. I mean, the Rek'Sai is good for the ult, but
mhm.
other than that, we've got the Zyra and Spell Shield and the Urgots who really can't get to the server.
Yeah, a lot is gonna depend on this Sivir, I reckon. Um, it should it has that carry potential. It has late game scaling, and with an more early game reliant Darius, their comp is looking quite flexible so far in all three lanes. It'll be interesting to see what they pick up mid.
I mean, Lucian and Tom Kench. I don't really see a lot of Menke playing Lucian. He doesn't even practice it actively, from what
Are
I
you,
know. So,
you're just gonna flame all their bands?
I mean, I'm gonna flame both sides of the band. Why we're banning Tom Kench? Why the band Caitlyn and Lucian?
Yeah.
It's
What
rocky
you?
from both sides.
Yeah. What do you reckon the response will be then? To the Sivir?
Uh, hmm.
Maybe
Pr-
we could see the Ash actually.
It's likely, yeah, it's very likely we could see the Ash, but we could just see something more. Maybe a Tristana or a Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa's been left up here. I don't see why they wouldn't pick it. But it's probably going to be the Ash. 7DS are known to play double poke if they're going to play that lane, and Zyra and Ash would be amazing right here as a duo.
Yeah.
And
Zyra Ash, good combo.
the Nautilus is extremely good yet as well. Oh, the Varus.
He is gonna pick up the Varus to Minky.
Hmm.
Yeah. How do you feel about that one?
I mean, it's not a bad. Oh God. I mean, if I lock them, if I if I lock them on, then that would be interesting. But the Varus pick is pretty good, but not entirely the best because I mean he's just gonna alter tank.
Mm.
So when the second you alter tank, it's gonna be pretty useless after that. It's when you're gonna stop one of them, and you gotta remember there's gonna be a Hecarim going in, a Nautilus going in, and probably a Darius. So
Yeah, I like the comp that somebody has to put out there. You've got the pick options with the Malzahar and the Zyra. Well, a lot of them all have that pick potential because Varus can use his ult. You've got Urgot's E. There is that pick potential they have, but Nautilus has that as well. So it's going to be interesting.
I mean, Legion just outskill 7DS all over here. If this goes to a late game, then
Could
it's
be
really looking
close.
bad for 7DS. But the Swain can be locked down with the Malzahar and all the CC that 7DS have. The CC is like from the Malzahar, all the Varus ult, the Zyra. I mean, the Rek'Sai Knocko. We for this went towards like a pick comp, if anything. But
Hmm.
are they going to be able to pull it off is another question that we need to be asking.
Yeah, yeah, it is going to be a big question. It's going to be an interesting game though. Um, Lane matchup wise, they seem to be alright, but like we do say, the scaling goes towards Legion with that Sivir.
And the Swain. I mean, Malzahar's going to be useless after they all buy QSSs. They're
Mm,
gonna delay builds by spending 1,300 on a QSS on the important members like your Sivir, your Swain, maybe even your Hecarim. But
mm-hmm.
you can only ult one person, and after your ult, you use them Malzahar. I mean, you've only got your AEW and your Silence. I mean, it's not really gonna be a lot when there's a Darius running you down and a Hecarim running you down. But
I think you're definitely right there, but um, there's a lot of the engaged potential on Legion as well. You've got to look at with that Nautilus, with that Hecarim, the Sivir ult with the Darius, and the Hecarim running at you as well. That's going to be one fast Hecarim.
yeah, it's scary for
It is.
7DS.
Mm-hmm.
7DS need to pull this comp off early and efficiently, or they're just gonna. Well, it's just gonna come down to team fighting and how good players are individually in the late game. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
Legion have got the advantage in my eyes, yeah, and 7DS's draft is primarily based on fucking early game. Swearing,
Mm.
wrong guess. But like if 7DS don't do something like start pushing the lead by 20 minutes, then you're looking at Legion to win this first game.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, heard it here first. It's definitely going to be an interesting one. We have 130 on spectator delay. Although, like you were
The
saying, looking at the players, and it is going to come down to player on player and just how good they are.
Jungle's
Mm,
gonna be a good matchup to watch if you want to watch anything. The jungle's gonna be like so important in this game. I mean, mid's just gonna be a farm fest. Top lane's gonna
mm-hmm.
be probably a bit of trading now and again and skirmishes, but you just gotta look at Wisetown and Kiz or 905 to make a difference in this game, early game, and just to see how they path and how they provide vision for the each side of their teams. But yeah.
Yeah, the jungle matchup is going to be really important, like you were saying. Although looking at the top lane as well, Darius's range on his Q is about Urgot's auto attack away. It might be a little bit less. I don't know exactly, but there's going to be a lot of trading with Qs up there. We're going to see he Urgot should have the range advantage, but that's only when Darius's E is down. Because if he pulls you in, you are screwed.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be interesting to see the top and jungle matchup, but bot lane's just going to be another Varus and Zyra shoving in, trying to create as much pressure as they can for the
Mm.
jungle. But then mid lane, I personally think that Swain probably will outpush Miles. I mean, it's unusual, but just the way that Jack is used to playing, he's always more of a safe and passive. He doesn't really create a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
But he should be able to outshove the Swain, but I just don't think he will. And
It's going to be an
it's going to be all about jungles all the way up until about 20 minutes until people start coming online and making a difference. But it'll be an interesting game. I'm looking forward to it.
I'll tell you the lane that it could be sleeper OP here is this bot lane. You have this full poke bot lane, pretty much, the Zyra and the Varus against this Sivir. You do have the tankier member in the Nautilus, but there's going to be a lot of poke going on down there, and if Sivir's wanting to push this wave and keep clearing waves, then that will leave space for that Rek'Sai to come in and do a bit of ganking. But I think shutting down this Sivir is going to be a big part of how 7DS win this game.
Yeah, completely. If the Sivir goes behind early, then it's really scary for Legion. But if we don't take advantage of the Sivir and the early game bot lane that we have, it's just going to be a bit scary when it gets to the 30-minute mark, 25-minute mark, when Sivir start to get some sort of items and they start doing quite a lot of damage on fights. But I'm primarily looking at the jungle. It's all I keep going back to the jungle matchup, but it's just so important in this game from both sides, and it's
Yeah,
just going to be really interesting to keep track of them and see what they're doing around the map.
yeah,
But we're probably expecting an early stack somewhere
Mm-hmm.
from 7DS, and then hoping that they invade because then it'll be an early skirmish early on,
And
and
it
that's
looks,
what we seem to be looking
yeah,
like.
it
Yep,
looks,
7DS going towards the top side. And then you got Legion going towards the bot side, so hopefully they leave vision behind. Both teams get a bit of vision onto the junglers. And
yeah. Oh, we're not going to have a full meet-up, sadly.
it would have been PogChamp.
It would have been. They are really good to cast when you just have the 5 level 1 members walking in.
Yeah.
Would have been interesting to see who'd have won that for one.
Probably. It's hard to say because if Zyra was to take E first, then it could go in the 7DS favor. But at the same time, the amount of tanks and the amount of damage that Legion could have, like the Sivir could have got out, the Swain, the stack on the Q on Hecarim, the E or the Q on Darius.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
would have been interesting, but we're just gonna see Resident Sleeper, no one doing anything. 7DS are starting on their red buff, the red team's red buff.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. If they can pull this off as well, and Darius doesn't see, this is really good for 7DS.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna interrupt them though, or
Oh,
they're gonna have to attempt to go on them and fight.
it's only Darius though, and he's got
Ah, then
his
yeah.
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
that's good.
Yeah.
He's got the red. He gets the blue. Kids should go straight all red. Yeah, going straight to the 7DS and red off the red. That's a good. Oh wait, oh is he going for a level 2 boss? Oh, he
This
thinks
could be interesting.
he could be trying to avoid the ward. But then 7DS now have the vision of Hecarim going towards the red buff, which means Wise can either continue to clear the top side and look for a gang maybe mid, or you can try and rush down to the red buff.
Yeah. Sivir does try to get some poke back with those Qs, which is nice to see in this lane, and we know how much damage Nautilus can offer if he gets on top of people.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like, as expected, Wise doing a full clear, and Kills probably do 2 camps maybe from. No, he's just gonna take the red and just back off.
Yeah.
He should have took the Raptor camp, but
He's double buffed. Wise will pick up his blue on this top side as well, I'm guessing. And at the moment, it's just gonna come down to who can CS better in these early parts, and if any ganks come in. And it
I
looks like,
mean,
oh, a nice double root there by Bramsh, and the damage coming out from that Varus of Minkies.
as expected, the early game from the Zyra and Varus is pretty strong, and I did expect them to be completely shoving in, but they were shoved in.
I don't. It is quite hard to shove in a Sivir. Just because of that W spam she has, and once she gets an Essence Reaver, it's just going to be even harder. Oh,
Yeah,
nice hook under by North. Yeah, away by Silverback though, he's all good. Gets the shield.
that big shield.
Yeah,
Totally
they
balanced.
moved it to his E rather than his W. And now you can have his W up permanently.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Ooh, some nice trading there by Junk Texture as well. Getting the damage down onto Jack. And a
Gang bot
Hecarim
there.
gank is coming in. Nautilus lands a hook. It looks like Bramsh might go down here. The Ignite goes down, the heal is on him, and he does go down to Kizzy's gank. Nice gank there by the Hecarim. Comes in, Nautilus must have landed his CC. And it looks like North is going in on this top side. Silverback hasn't got too much mana here, but he does manage to back away.
That was 3 suns blown bot lane. The flash and the heal from Varus, and the flash from Zyra.
Yeah, we also got a ghost popped by Kiz, and Serenica popped the Ignite just to make sure they got that kill come through.
It's pretty scary for 7DS bot lane right now because no sums on the Zyra and Varus into a Nautilus and a Hecarim could be really scary if Kiz can punish us by coming back down.
But I think they might have to just let themselves get pushed in just so they can pick up that CS under tower. And have that safer laning phase because they don't want to push up and just get caught by Kiz again.
I mean, exactly, like, Zyra plants can only tank so much, and with no CC and if they're shoving, like they want to do, it's just going to cause them getting maybe killed again, double killed again, which obviously isn't very good for
Yeah.
7DS. But Drake is now up, Infernal. I mean, everyone's going to be looking to try and get that.
Yeah, we'll definitely see the focus on that. Level-wise, Wisetown has actually got level 4 before Kiz, which is really good for him. He's ahead in CS as well, due to his early jungle clear, which was really nice.
I mean, as expected right now, all lanes are shoved in 7DS favour, but we've got the Varus back in. They're probably going to aim to do this again, go towards Infernal, maybe regain something back from the First Blood from Legion.
Oh, and it looks like we got a gank coming in. Nice flash by Wisetown. Swain flashes out, gets the root onto Wise. He takes the tower shot and he's dead. Oh, that was very
Flash wasted by Wisetown. It was very well played by Jung. I mean, you knew that what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Punish Wisetown in the attempt to gank.
That was just a bit upsetting. Darius does have the level 5, but he hasn't reached 6 yet. I don't know who's ahead in XP actually up there. But it'll probably be Silverback just, I'm guessing, but we'll see. Sivir Spell Shield coming in. Nice hook there by Serenica, and they're poking down Bramsh. Bramsh is getting really low here.
Yeah, Chung down to a quarter of HP. Luckily he's got a pop.
Not good for the 7DS support, but he'll regen up a bit.
I mean, lucky for 7DS, it isn't really that much. I mean, just under 1,000 gold behind. Not even that.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Seeing as Jack has the CS lead, Minky has the CS lead, top's pretty much even, and jungle's even. But the gold is coming from the 7DS, the mid lane, and that bot lane right now on that CS front.
Yeah, it's kind of scary for 7DS because their bot lane will obviously pick the winner lane and the shove in the lane, and at the moment they're losing in the lane. I mean, I guess you say Varus has got the CS advantage, but they got some down still, and like I said, kids should be going towards the bot lane to try and get that extra, to punish the 7DS bot lane into doing more mistakes and going further behind.
Yeah, the main thing 7DS don't want here is to get more behind. Like we said earlier, their comp is quite early game focused, but it just hasn't materialised yet. Waiting for those level 6s to come through in this bot lane, we may see something. I do hope we do. Another route there by Junk Taxer. Getting some really nice poke onto Jack here.
Skill shots are hard to dodge.
Yes, they are. Especially if Junk Taxer is aiming them that well.
I mean, we're just going back to the jungle matchup I was talking about before the game started. Wise is behind, and Wise needs to make the difference early game because the more like Hecarim's just gonna be so much better late game rather than the Rek'Sai, which isn't gonna be
Yeah.
as good.
Not a nice E there by North. Dragoneer got in. I got his low on mana as well. Or coming down to low on mana.
Both teams have got a good line of vision and all, which is expected from both teams who are known for pretty decent vision across the map.
There's some very good vision control, and we could see them just look to take Drake sooner rather than later. I'd have thought so anyway, considering it is an Infernal. Another hook goes down onto Bramch. This could... There is no level 6 on Nord though, so the Varus flashing after Sivir. He's really low here. Bramch popping the ult. It looks like Nautilus will go down. Kiz is on his way though. Serenica could be going down. The Ignite gets blown. Kiz is here with the ult. Bramch goes down. Kiz is here. 905 here. Minky misses the piercing arrow. Kiz ults in. The depth charge comes down. The Malzahar ult is being blown. Sivir is firing in the backline. Rek'Sai picks one up. And they could look for more here. Jack is on the prowl. Gets the silence across onto Sivir. Can he pick it up? He can. Lovely there by Wakada Chewy. Nice little roam down.
I thought that he was going to kill the Nautilus there, because the Sivir walked into Nautilus range but left him on really low XP.
Yeah, it was really close, and apparently Wise almost dying to turret but doesn't. He's a good lad. Survives.
I mean, he's already entered once the turret this game.
Yeah, doesn't want to do it again.
Big fight in top lane, yeah.
Stacks the run to Silverback here, but Darius misses. And it looks like he'll be alright. Those bleed effects take forever to come off though from that Darius. Darius actually coming off a buff patch as well, I believe. He got buffed last patch, was it?
I don't know, I mean, I'm a coach, I don't really patch enough, so...
I'm pretty sure he got buffed like a patch or so ago, so he is quite strong right now.
Yeah, what makes them so good in the bruisers and tanks, like, the bleed effect is just so important, and the stats are so important in every trade he goes into with the Urgot.
And basically the Urgot's just got to poke him low and then just ult him to bring him in. It is going to be kind of hard to do because Kiz is looking at this top lane, but Silverback does have this nicely warded.
He also has flash if anything gets forced, so you shouldn't have to worry about anything here.
Yeah, he shouldn't have to. Should be good for him.
I mean, Minky wasted flash again on the Varus to try and get a kill on Sivir, which he didn't get. And he used heal to try and run her down. So
another nice catch by Bramch there, continuing to E the Nor and the Sivir, just providing that poke damage. Or Q actually, isn't it? I don't know. It's either way.
I think, wait. No, Q, it was his Q, yeah, it was his Q. I mean, 70s have got both also up behind. They could be looking to make a play with Wise roaming around in the bottom side jungle of Legion.
Yeah, they're gonna
remember the Sivir spell shield.
Yeah, that is the big thing in these fights. They're gonna have to play around that Sivir spell shield, but the thing is, she can't spell shield both ultimates. Wise flashing in again onto Swain. The ult goes down from Jack. It should be enough here. The execute doesn't come through. Wise manages to back off, and he should be alright. Swain does get blown in return. Flash goes down for Wise, and Junk doesn't have to burn that flash though. Nicely played by him to just get himself away from that.
I'm expecting Legion to try and at least get some sort of pressure back now that the No Wise was low from that engage. And he went towards top side. And as shown, Kiz is just walking in.
He's invading. Jack doesn't have ult. He is just going to E him a lot. Mana is fading. Hecarim is just going to walk away. Because they see Wise is coming back into his jungle.
I mean, this is the second time that Rek'Sai's tried to punish the Swain, but...
Oh, Jack does get caught and he could be dead. The Zhonya's hourglass going down. Oh no, it's his bloody stopwatch, but it isn't going to be able to enough to save him. Junk Taxer picking up another victim on that Swain.
Yeah, they're trying to push mid so hard, yeah, but I think they're completely forgetting about healing that Swain gets back and just how hard it is to kill a Swain, and they're trying to force things that isn't right or gonna help them in any way possible. Like we could send see the Rek'Sai go to top lane with someone who's less hasn't got as much mobility or healing. But if you like the few, we could even see him go bot lane, where we said before 7DS had no flashes on the bot lane, but instead they just keep trying to force mid for no reason when Legion can just react so easily.
Yeah, and there goes the first Infernal Drake going to Legion. Nicely done. Kill off the mid laner, take the Drake, all pretty easy. Ramch was trying to do something but couldn't do much. Swain is
Yes.
TPing as well, so that'll be done.
Looking a bit scary to know that they're doing the Herald.
Yeah, Ghost has been popped by Kiz for some reason.
Malzahar had all up and just completely didn't even
have
try to
played.
press off on
Yeah,
the Hecarim right there.
they're just trying to secure vision around this Herald now. They do not want to give that to Legion, but another route on the Jack here. Swain is hitting them E's, man. Picking up those souls and ripping them from poor old Wakanda Chewy.
This is going to be a very hard game for 7DS. They're already behind, not by a lot, but it's going in Legion's favour. Like Legion are performing better, and we said that 7DS had to make things happen early, and at the moment they're struggling to make anything happen anyway. Losing the Infernal Drake, losing the kill mid, trying to force onto a swing when there's better lanes you could be trying to prioritise. It's looking very scary for 7DS right here.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely looking scary for them. But they just need to wait for that mistake Legion will inevitably make, I reckon. They haven't looked like doing it yet, but I think they might.
I strongly believe in 7DS's ability to team fight in late game, but it's just they're making it so much harder than themselves for no reason.
Yeah, because like we were saying, they shouldn't have lost this early game.
Yeah, definitely shouldn't have won the favour of Legion, but Legion are playing quite well. I mean, didn't expect anything different. I know that Legion players are more than capable of winning lanes and doing the unexpected.
Yeah, they definitely are. Legion have been, like I said earlier, quietly trucking along in Group B, picking off a playoff spot. I think they ended up 4th, if I'm not mistaken. Or they might have even got 3rd.
I couldn't tell you, I don't pay attention to Group A. Not the slightest. I was only focused on Group A and what 7DS had looking to play against.
Yeah.
But I mean, everyone might mean the Group A to Group B difference, but at the moment, I mean, Legion are showing that Group B are more than capable of winning.
Yeah, the best teams in Group B have gotten through to playoffs, and are more than capable of doing stuff to the Group A team here. And
yeah, I mean, it's kind of scary because I bet a lot of teams thought they were just going to destroy Group B teams coming into the playoffs, but I mean, at the moment, it's not going in favour of Group B.
yeah, it's something Drika definitely likes to talk about, this Group A versus Group B argument. And ability-wise, I've always seen Group A as having that more raw talent, and just in general, I've always seen it as having those bigger teams, because there were 6 or 7 of teams that could have made it to playoffs, and some of them have gone out in the gauntlet, like Team Elite, for example. Very good set of players, but you know, they just go out.
Expect the unexpected.
Oh, nice catch onto Kiz here, and he looks like he might be going down. The ignite is ticking from Ramch, and he takes down Kiz. Beautiful catch there by Minky, though. They've used their vision very well.
Fast reactions by the 7DS bot then.
Yeah, definitely was, and it looks like North wants to go in here. He can get the bleed stacks up, but Urgot, misses the ult.
That's still flying.
Oh, the flash in! He's looking for the dunk and he picks it up. That's a solo kill for North. And that is is the problem, missing the ult, but Wisetown is here, and it looks like he can pick this up. The Bleed stacks on him. A lovely little execute there by Wise, picking up the trade kill, because Urgot gets an assist.
Yep, it was a good trade kill, but if you hit that ult, then it's a completely different fight. You shouldn't really be missing that ult either. The Darius didn't try to flash or anything, he just straight up dodged it. I don't know if he predicted Urgot firing out the ult, but that shouldn't have went that way. Urgot should have hit that and skill shot that hard again.
He would have won that fight if he'd have hit that.
I mean, we know if that was you, you would hit that. Yeah.
I did miss a few in that game, but there was a few really good ones in there.
Yep, exactly. I mean, that's what we need really, John Joe in there with on the Urgot. Urgot one trick.
Yep. Oh, but he has blown off.
I mean, I was just gonna go back and say that, like, obviously, Wise being able to react and trade kill, that does kind of help 7DS a little bit, and even Urgot with the assist, but
that is very helpful. And 7DS look to be very ahead on vision as well. This is something they pride themselves in, I reckon. Their vision is second to none. Silverback got, is that 24 vision score right now? 22 on Wise. And it looks like they might get another catch on this Hecarim, but he is ulting out there. Jack does go down with the ult onto Swain, but Wise flashing in, and they do shut him down. The ult comes through, and the Darius TP is coming in. Nautilus has roamed up from the bot lane, and so is everyone else. A nice little hooking onto Wise, but it looks like he's just going to be caught up. North goes down to Minky.
Heal used by Sivir and flash used by Sivir. The ultimate from the Hecarim was used there. The TP was also used. It was quick reaction by the lineup.
It was really nice there. They picked up the Drake as well. And see, this is what's got them back in the game. This is what's got them their gold lead. And Legion are gonna look to trade with the Rift Herald.
7DS slowly moving up, so they obviously know that they're on this and they're gonna try and contest it.
Yeah, they are. And Wise has gone in and he steals it. Beautiful. Beautiful smite there by Wise. Isn't missing it, and they're gonna pick another 2 kills. Junktax is in here by Junktax. He TP's in. He's ulting in. I don't think he has the damage though. Silverback is getting low, and Rek'Sai picks up another one. You had your concerns about Branch, but he's really popped off in this mid game.
I mean, Zyra is one of Branch's most known picks, and he'll obviously be able to pull it off, or bring it, at least come back into this game and make a difference. I did have full confidence. I did say that 7DS team fighting towards mid to late game has always been decent, but I in all honesty, I genuinely thought that Legion were going to take advantage of their lead, but 7DS have made a difference and actually reacted to something. It made a play, worked out.
Yeah,
brought them back into the game.
Wise has done an awful lot so far. Might have missed a few things early, but has really come back from that. And it looks like Bramsh might be caught here. The Unstoppable Onslaught comes out. Sivir is there. Oh no, Minky's there, sorry. And it looks like Kiz might be getting caught out. The Bramsh's ult goes down and he picks up another one. The bloody stun thing comes down and they pick him up after the stun. Jack's ult comes out. The Nether Grasp is it. My god, I've just called it a bloody stun thing. Nether Grasp comes out. Picks up the Nautilus and he goes right into the kill book.
4k down to 5k up is pretty impressive by 7DS, and it's not what I expected. But I mean, maybe shot calling or just the team in general really done well to get back and pull this game back in their favour. But now they've got to go on and push for this lead, take more objectives, rotate better, aim to get even more vision than they already got. It's scary for Legion now.
They've really come back into this game in this mid-game. Legion have let off a little bit. Junktax are throwing away his 2-0 lead. Kiz, I think, was 3-1 in this game at the start. Hasn't had much of an impact. He pretty much killed himself by going in on Bramsh there without vision.
It seems like he was desperate. He wanted to react to what just happened and wanted to make a play.
Looks like Sivir's gotten caught as well. Ults away, but the Ignite's gone down. Wisetown comes through. The ult onto Sivir. He goes over the wall. Minky has tried to catch Darius here with the ult.
Sivir not looking at the screen, apparently.
Malzahar having a little go at the Swain. Misses the E and everything, it's alright.
I mean, I don't particularly think that 7DS are doing like anything good here. I just think that Legion are throwing the lead and like trying to force things that they don't have to. Like the kid Hecarim going on the
Mink.
Zyra
Oh,
was forced. It felt forced.
they-
Desperate players to try and bring back like some sort of the gold that they lost out on. Just like again, the Hecarim's going in on the bot lane yard.
he has the unstoppable onslaught up, but Urgot misses the ult. This could be it for Urgot. He flashes onto him though, and the W is still going, and Silverback picks up another one for himself.
It's players that don't need to be forced. I mean, we said that Legion's got the late game, and they're trying to force things for no reason. It's just giving 7DS free gold and even pushing their lead further.
Yeah, even though Silverback misses that ult, that W on Urgot is so overpowering once you've maxed it, because you can just toggle it on and off, and it's so good.
It's questionable by
You don't
Riot.
like the ability yourself.
I mean, I'm not going to complain about the champ, but it's a champ that I don't particularly like playing against. It's just
No.
one of them. It's stupid what they've done to the champ, but I mean it is. There's ways to play against Urgot.
Yeah, I'd agree. Ugh. Wise Town has done very, like we were saying, has done very well for himself actually. Coming out of that early game, weird tower dive, getting killed by Junk. It's
Maybe
really,
the Nivs. Nivs are gone now.
yeah, done really well in this mid game actually. And I was going to comment on 7DS's amazing vision here as well. The vision has given them so much.
Yeah, it's the one thing that the coaches are 7DS more doing the and Steve like to go on about his vision. It's so important in their eyes, and they've been working with the lads to try and make sure they've got better vision and comms, which obviously is playing a part. But
Yeah.
Wise has went from being a 1.5k behind to now being 1,000 ahead. Right.
Yeah,
So,
most
it has done
definitely.
good.
And they're going to pick up another Drake for themselves. Well, they've got two now, two Legions, one.
Yeah, it's good that they pick up that Drake. I mean, the Ocean's a bit useless because it's what like it's more for lane in my opinion. But like even still, if we go for a 7DS, go for a siege and they take a mini skirmish, they can just walk away, let the HP and mana regen.
Yeah, I don't actually mind the Ocean. After finding out really how much it does for you a while back, it gives you that HP regen, which is really nice, because it's basically like a mini Warmogs, which is really good for those team fights, and you can just walk away a bit and regen.
Yeah, it's a good Drake. I mean, I like it's not like the best of Drakes that you can get, but it does its job well. And I was looking to see now that 7DS are moving their vision towards the red side of Legion's jungle to try and focus around Baron.
Yeah, they are. A lot of Legion coming back into this game is gonna depend on this Sivir. And this Swain scales well into the late game, you were saying. So it's gonna depend on a lot of their late game scaling, and they will just have to turtle for a bit. Darius, you were saying?
We've got like if you look at the waves right now, 7DS we've got complete like all three lanes are shoved in, and we've got the split pushing. The 7DS are probably looking to force Baron or to try and make Legion come out of the base, so the waves continue pushing and hit them inhib turrets.
Yeah. It's the item difference as well. Kiz do you finish your jungle item on Hecarim these days?
I'm not a Hecarim fanatic, so I wouldn't know, but I'm pretty certain that Wise doesn't finish his item. I think he rushes 24th unless he's behind, and then he might finish his jungle item, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I mean, he went for the 24th because he was ahead, which is the right play, but then he entered twice. So, like on the plays before.
Yeah, a lot of the big item differences are in the top lane, and so for Silverback and for Minky right now with their farm advantage, Minky has managed to get a Blade of the Ruin King and a Winsu's Rage Blade compared to Sivir, who's currently sitting on an Infinity Edge and the Zeal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised 7DS haven't tried to maybe just leave Bramshon out behind the red buff and then Rek'Sai, Varus, and Malzahar towards the Baron. You can get the W's for Malzahar at the tank, while Bramsh is holding Legion off from getting anywhere close to it.
Mm. I thought you burn. You get the. I thought you build the fiery woman on Zyra, so the mask.
Maybe.
Oh my god, the suppression coming down onto Hecarim and he dies. He tries to get away, but Malzahar can see you.
What's he doing there? Like, why is he pushing the wave away from the top turret right there when they have no vision and their top side jungle and Baron is up? It's a risky play that obviously didn't pay
Yeah,
off, and he
it
just gave
definitely
away
was.
free Baron. But for the build on Zyra it can be situational. I think he started building towards the Morellos for the Swain healing, I guess, and the Darius healing. But I would have said that Leandris is fine because mid lane rush Morellos quick.
Yeah.
Covers for everything that is needed for healing reduction.
Swain is going to try get this, but he goes a bit too early, and that is going to be secured by 7DS. Nice Baron there, picked up by Wisetown. Bramsh is actually tied for most kills in the game right now, somehow.
From the early game that he had, maybe he's just rusty, and like I said, Naves, he's getting to him, but he's changed the game around completely. He has been making picks, and he's been doing well at poking out people, so damage shots at the end of this game are probably going to be in his favour. But
Yeah,
that's what you need to do on the Zyra. If he's not doing that, then you need to be asking, well, what are you doing?
Legion are now 8k behind as well, which is going to be very hard. They do have the late game advantage with the Sivir, but the Sivir currently isn't in the greatest of positions. It's still an item behind Minky. The Darius is still a item behind Silverback.
I mean, the Sivir is completely useless at the moment without like being horrible. It's not going to cut through the Urgot. Isn't really going to be able to kill or do anything to the Rek'Sai when he uses the ult on him. It's just like we said, Legion had the late game. They had the early lead and the early gold lead, but then they just started to throw it with stupid and silly fights. But they could still, I mean, if they can turtle well, then maybe 40-50 minutes, there's a chance of Legion still being in this game, but I don't think 7DS will let them turtle that long. They've got the Baron, they've got the Baron, they're going to push in turrets and waves, and they're going to be trying to take next inhibs, and then move towards the...
Nautilus gets himself caught, Bramsh is in with the ult, heal comes out from Jokery, but it's not going to matter, I don't think. Can Silverback snipe an ult, or he has got it up, and there is a... Oh, the Swain locks Varus down, but it ain't going to be enough. And they're just going to pick up this inhib and the outer turret, I reckon.
Yep, on the hunt and heal used by Sivir to get the Nautilus away.
Yeah, getting caught there, unfortunately, for Saranika. Having to blow Jokery's heal, which is not what you want, because he is going to need that a lot.
When 7DS are pushing like that, you can't really walk next to that gate. The bottom side gate is just, it's not smart. They've got the Malzahar, the Varus, they've got so much CC, like, you're just not worth walking past that. Even as a tank, you're not going to be able to survive against this team from.
Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate, because Legion really fell off mid-game.
Yeah, decision making. I don't know, obviously,
and
what
it looks like Swain's got caught as well. Yeah.
It's just Everston's about 18 to 24
Darius is coming in, but he hasn't got anything. He gets rooted by the Zyra. Wisetown doing his best in that front line. Goes on the Darius, and Nautilus in the back line. Hecarim has gone down. Everything's going on. Flash by Zyra. Don't pick up the Sivir, but Wisetown's picking it up for himself. Minky's just finishing off his turret. And that is wonderfully done, and that is looks to be great for 7DS. They've got the Baron, they've got everything here, and that is game one of the series going to 7DS unless Darius can have his say. Here comes North.
Still got all of them. CC Chin. It's like we said, like Legion started this game so well.
Yeah, they really did.
And then they just got desperate and they were doing like the stupid things to put themselves even further behind, and they kept dying and giving over the kills that was needed. 7DS didn't exactly do much good here other than Vision. Like the Vision was good, but they didn't do it. They just picked on the mistakes of Legion.
Yeah, It was well executed by 7DS. I feel like Legion could have done slightly more with their lead. Definitely Kiz, because he was 3-1 at some stage. And as a jungler, that is very good for you. You want that.
Yeah, it's yeah, I'm surprised it went as like the way it did, but I think we're going to a break. I'm not entirely sure, but
I don't guess so. Yeah. Oh dear.
hopefully when we come back to game 2, Legion can pull it back.
Yeah. Oh, Travis.
I mean, you know, you keep talking for now. I don't know. Is John Joe making a appearance today?
We'll have to see. We'll
Yeah,
definitely have to see.
that could be interesting to say the
I
least.
really want to find out how the TSB 100 Cobra game went.
Yeah, I'd be interested after watching the game one and what happened on
It
that.
looks like it's over as well.
Yeah, I mean, probably TSB 2. I saw them go 1-0 up.
Mm. Oh dear. I thought it was going to be a much tougher game than that.
Yeah, I
They
completely
did well.
thought. Yeah, I completely thought. I mean, let's check the damage shots quickly until Travis comes back
I
from
haven't
being
I haven't
AFK.
got him up. I've quit already.
The Zyra had 16k, the Malzahar had 19, and then the highest on Legion was 9k from Swin.
Mm,
Vision score was completely in favour of 7DS across everyone.
I think that was something.
72 vision score from the Zyra. But I think we're going to a break now, so.
Yeah. Oh, okay, we can move up the casters room actually. So I'll see you there.
Yeah.
I never lay down, never walk away. I keep pushing like a tidal, pushing like a tidal wave. I don't know how to play it safe. I like walking on a razor blade. I keep burning like a wild blaze. Baby, here I go. I'm out of control. You can't stop me, no. I'm gonna risk it all. I'm gonna let 'em fall. Play with fire. Play with fire. I'm gonna light it up. 'Cause it's in my blood. Play with fire. Play with fire. Fire ain't scaring me. I got ice in my veins, you see. Let them say that I can't win. Let them say I'll lose again. And I'll keep coming like a hurricane. 'Cause I know I'm gonna prove if I keep coming, I cannot lose. And I'm rolling like the thunder, pouring like the hardest rain. Baby, here I go. I'm out of control. You can't stop me, no. I'm gonna risk it all. I'm gonna let 'em fall. Play with fire. Play with fire. I'm gonna light it up. 'Cause it's in my blood. Play with fire. Play with fire. Fire ain't scaring me. I got ice in my veins, you see. Oh! Can you feel the fire? See the flames go high. Can you feel the fire? I'm gonna risk it all. I'm gonna let 'em fall. Play with fire. Play with fire.
There we are. I got you. We live, Trav. We good. Thank you, my friend. And we are back for the second game of the series of 7DS versus Legion. 7DS are currently leading this series 1-0, but they did suffer a bit early game last game. And I do have with me Luxar still, and we now have Duru. How are you doing, Duru guy?
I'm doing good. We
That's good to hear.
we came through against Hunter Cobra, so I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I heard that was on Bauer's stream. If anyone wants to go rewatch it before he deletes it for good. But
Go
anyway.
and join me missing out on my pentakill.
Oh, did you get a pentakill?
No, I almost. Like,
Oh.
I did watch the first game. That was interesting, to say the least.
You were flaming a little bit there. But
100 seeded into this.
it was a
Like-
bit. But they, like we said earlier, they have been on the downward spiral. That's
True.
another Pike ban coming through.
Yeah,
though.
I mean, maybe their Legion bot lane just don't like playing against Pike. Or we
I mean,
just
they-
don't know something about where support on 7DS. Maybe he's just, challenger Pike player.
What's
definitely has
your
played Pike at some
Yeah.
point.
He definitely has.
Yeah, he does. He does play. He does like playing it. It's just coaches don't like giving him it. He just ints on it.
Indeed. Just waiting for you to say it, so I didn't say it.
Yeah, I can flame the lads. Yeah, he did. I think he played it like week 7 or something.
Oh.
He brought it out, so a long time ago. But he hasn't tried. He played it like once or twice in scrims in the last like 3 weeks. So I have no idea. Maybe they just don't want to play against it. But then the Zyra ban comes out, made a difference last game. He managed to pretty much solo carry through the mid game.
Ben, I'm very used to seeing. Fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Serenica's main. It's a nice ban, and Kiz actually banned his own jungler here, banning the Hecarim.
I mean, Fresh is one of them picks that everyone here is playing against. No, like, let's be honest. Who dodges skill shots? No one. So it's one of them picks that you just want to get off the table, so you don't let him have his main champ and then hook the ADC every 10 seconds, and then everyone's tilted, and then you FF at 15.
Oh, what are we gonna see then?
I was expecting that. I was literally about to say Urgot.
Blind
Like-
Urgot. Let's go.
We saw what happened game 1. Urgot just
Yeah.
went into the game and just took over after sitting in a side lane for half an hour.
Now, would you expect Silverback just to pick up a top here? Because we pretty much know that Urgot is going up to North, who I do have to say is a good Urgot player and is known for it.
Probably bot lane pickup, yeah. I mean, maybe not then.
I mean, maybe not.
I expected the 70s to maybe lock the Ashen Brand or something along the lines there, but I mean, if we just want to get rid of the Poppy, I mean, we can get the Poppy right there. It wouldn't make sense because they've shown the top laner, so you may as well go and pick something else.
You've got.
And then maybe third pick the Poppy, but if we're taking the Rek'Sai Poppy again.
Yeah.
Select
Right.
safe picks.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the most, like, one of them picks that Whitestone's known for throughout the
Yeah,
end of, like, this split.
Looking at the overall meta, Jab is banned. Pick Rek'Sai.
Yeah.
Have
That's
two S tier junglers out of the pool.
I mean, I'm just curious what this is gonna pick here.
They're just gonna pick the Varus.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
Do you reckon he wanted to pick the Hecarim? They
Nah,
banned it, but
I mean, Wisetown's always gonna be saying to the coaches, "Look, I want to play Rek'Sai, so if it's up, so I don't even know why he banned Hecarim. I don't see it in very many drafts of 7DS, so it's a bit
Yeah.
surprising.
looks like Jack might have to face his fears here as he plays up against his signature Ari pick.
Yeah, I mean, you could quite easily take LeBlanc here if you want to play a skill matchup, or you can go for something more like Victor, where you can just wait for it as much. I mean, you can even be Byron Villa and picking the Nivea here. It would work.
I mean, Sivir, the safest of AD carries.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
definitely
You're
right
known for it,
about
aren't you? You are known for yourself, aren't you?
I mean, I technically am. I haven't played it in ages, but
I mean,
people feel so much it's always banned, so I don't get to play it.
Yeah, what do you think of the Varus Sivir matchup?
I mean, Sivir wins out on the wave clear. If she plays smart around like Arrow and CC with her spell shield, she'll have infinite mana. So it's gonna be one of these like Sivir pushers in the lane, and then Varus is there to like have utility in team fights where Sivir provides more damage.
Yeah, this is actually the opposite of what happened last game, because in the bot lane, most definitely, because the Varus is now going over to Joker and Sivir's coming to Minky.
Just swapping.
Yeah, so it's really gonna show who's the better AD here. Most definitely, you've got that.
Jokery, 1,000,000%.
No, let's not be like that to him.
I mean, I have full confidence in Minky be able to pull this off, but
Yeah.
we saw what happened last game. Sivir was useless when the rest and the Varus was obviously just popping ults left, right, and center and
Mhm.
getting like free damage off, and Sivir couldn't do anything. So if same thing happens this game, then maybe Minky's just gonna do nothing, just like Jokery did game 1.
Yeah, maybe. I
So here's the thing to be afraid of: the Branch Galio.
Known for that Galio, isn't he? You know. I mean, I'm
I,
expecting.
I mean, I've been on the receiving end of that a couple of times. And
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
not-
just this comp right here is a standard 70s comp. We're gonna pick the Ori. 100. I mean, I'm guessing they're gonna pick Ori. It's a Jack Comfort pick, and the Galio Ori combo is what they like to go. And you can, instead of using the Jarvan together, you just use the Rek'Sai together in there. But the Morgana comes across, which is a good counter to what we could be having on 70s side.
Yeah, very interesting. And oh, Kiz is
Oh,
deciding he
Pog champ.
Kiz has gone balls to the wall here.
That's a
and-
lot of big AoE CC and Legion here. The Varus ult, the Morgana, the Momo ult. That's a lot of.
Oh my god! Imagine
He's
if
full AP. gotta
full
be.
AP. Wait, he'd be the sort of person to pick full AP.
Yeah, 100,000,000%. Oh, Nemo Hover. Yeah, expected.
Mm.
As expected.
It's what you were saying though, Luxor. It's a nice pickup for Jack. He knows what he's doing on the champ. He's got very high KDs and KDAs on Ori, I believe. Like his stats are really good in it from this bit. So
Yeah, he's played, it's probably one of his most played this split. Like he's always falls back in the Ori if everything else gets banned, and if we get the Galio and then engage jungler, like we always go for the Ori because of the combo, and they can pull it off quite well. We scrimmed we made a makeshift team yesterday and scrimmed against 70s, and they used practically the same comp of what they got right. I actually think it is the same comp that we played against yesterday, and
yeah, it is.
we couldn't do anything against it. The Sivir was just free hitting. You couldn't get to the Sivir. And the CC from everyone was just like amazing. But I mean, Leeching have got more than enough to handle this comp. It's a really good draft by them. So
They can definitely stop the like Sivir speed up engage here.
yeah, it's looking
Actually,
like a
Overall,
really interesting game.
actually, Luxor, I don't think it was the one we scrimmed yesterday.
I think they had a different jungler, didn't they?
No, they had Mouse, didn't they, in the mid lane?
Oh, oh yeah.
Yeah, they did.
It was Miles. It was Miles. It was
Mhm.
Ori.
But as someone who screamed a lot against 70s in the past, this is definitely a style of team comp I've seen before.
Yeah, they always do have their style. It works though. You can't fault it if it's working.
It's big solid team fights.
Yeah, so we've been trying inside leaks, but like we've been trying new comps and different play styles, but we always know we can fall back to this sort of comp to win games if we have to, or maybe we just want to close the game out and stuff like that. We're gonna go back to it. And I'm expecting 70s to be able to pull this one out and make it a 2-0, but I can completely see that Legion could win this. But I just hope they don't do what they did last game, gain a lead, and then try to force plays that they don't need to.
Yeah, I think the big pick here that we all want to see in some capacity is the sad little mummy himself. This Amumu pick by Kiz. We all want to know what this is going to bring to the table because it's a very you can basic. It is a very basic champ, I'd say, and to play it in fives, even in you don't see it much. Definitely, I don't think we've seen too many this split. I think FB5 may have brought one out because
So-
It's definitely been a Ting special.
I
yeah,
can't remember. I can't. There was someone who played for CNT. He tried out. He's like an Amumu one trick. I can't remember his name, but he was like a Amumu player. But the Amumu's good. It's just whether he utilizes that ult properly, because he could just like I'm pretty certain he can just go mid here and kill the Ori over and over again. Because there's no real way of Ori getting out of it. Sure, he has cleanse and flash flash for 5 minutes. I think cleanse is what, like 3 minutes or something. But less than that.
Having to dodge between bandage tosses and charms.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
it's a
Ori-
busy dodge.
Yeah, Ori's got the kill pressure on lane, and all she's got the ignite. She can easily kill the Ori if she gets the chance to. It's just whether Jack can position himself well in the wave.
would you have preferred to see the Misfortune then instead of a Varus maybe? I
No,
think-
I think
I
it would
don't-
help. I think it would have helped lane, but I don't think it would, like, obviously Druga, you can back me up or say.
Yeah, I think Misfortune right now is too risky to execute, because if you miss that ultimate, you do so little compared to Varus. Because Varus, you can set up your team, you can set up your Morgana, you can set up your Mumu.
Yeah, it's just I just think their ult combos are really good. You've got the
Yeah, but
Amumu
it's a
ult.
very short window.
Yeah, you're definitely right. I believe
And-
it was a team comp used in competitive like back in the start of when League was first released. I was just watching some old stuff and they used to play these team comps like bloody Amumu, Sona, and MF, and it was just a mad one. Curse of the
Yeah,
Sad
like-
Dream Mummy or something. I don't know. Insane.
It's definitely a team comp that pops up whenever Misfortune is good. The big like wombo combo, but it requires your Misfortune to always be in position.
Mm.
Because if the Mumu calls a go and you're not in position as Misfortune, then your ult is kind of wasted.
I'll give you a throwback actually. And this is going back to before I think you were here, Duru. You might have been here, Luxor, or you might have been in the other league. And you'll know Amy. You know
Oh, yeah.
Amy used to play MF, didn't she?
Yeah, quite a bit.
She
Not
was
like.
she mained that. I feel like she mained that crap. But
I mean, she played if she got the chance, but
yeah,
it was.
and then she transitioned into playing stuff like Talia bot, and you just
Yeah.
like, oh.
I mean,
That's-
I just want to put out there, skins mean wins, right? And at the moment, MDS is stacking on them skins.
I mean, the
Oh,
pack
yeah.
seven is a big
You
advantage.
like that one?
Yeah, exactly. Extra AD from spawn.
I mean, it's just one of the like rarer skins, so
yeah.
it does
Yeah.
automatically get some extra points.
Meggy's had an account since season 1 and beta,
Yeah.
so makes
I'm
sense.
so sad I missed it. I have the original like Viking Trendemir though from
Isn't it
DreamHack.
the one you have to buy with the bloody gem things?
no,
I
this
think
is
it did
the-
came out. That pack
this
system
is-
did come out, didn't it? In like the gems, gem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you don't have the original skin, it doesn't have the overlay screen.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's like if you bought the like the prestige skins when they were first in rotation, you get the like extra border.
Mm. Yeah.
That's it. GG. 10 gold to silver and 1 CS up. It's over.
Oh, hell yeah.
Got that ward.
Yeah, what can you do? Waste award.
Is there any rune choices we want to look at?
Bot lane.
Bot lane.
I mean, we can look at mid lane for the kill pressure, but if Ori does nothing, then it's just a bit monk ass. But
I don't
like
think
bot
there's
lane right
anything
now,
like
is gonna be-
special.
yeah, there's no like special lane, but I think bot lane is gonna be like an interesting one to watch.
Yeah,
Can the
definitely.
Morgana click E at the right time?
That
I
is
think-
always a big question with some Morganas.
I
Yeah,
do
true.
quite like this mid lane matchup actually. I like the Glacial Augment rune. I think it's a really interesting rune to just watch because
I hate it.
you build this different style. It's cool.
It's more utility based and more team based, which is fine in a 5v5. But like, why not just go electrocute and just solo kill and just like put yourself in a position to carry and just one shot people?
I mean, as an AD carry, anything that interferes with mobility should just be like deleted from league.
Oh, Bramch is going in here, but the binding does come down.
0-1 for ease. Yeah.
A lot of poke. Hmm.
Strong trade Dragon Branch.
Yeah, it was.
I would have loved to see the electrocute on Ori. I wanted to see if he could solo kill. I wanted to see if he could make the difference in mid lane. In the matchup, he could have maybe carried the scheme himself. He is a good mid laner. He's one of the best mid laners. Why put yourself in the position to focus more on utility when you have the Varus? But
Yeah, although I like Glacial Augment with the team comp they're running. They've got the Amumu, which can benefit from these slows. They've got the Varus for the CC, which can also benefit from the slows. Urgot can get on people. Bindings can hit through these slows.
And if nothing else, it's a great way to disengage when the Sivir comes running at you.
Yeah, it's a good point, and I need to grab a drink. I've forgotten, so I'll leave it to you two for a moment.
it sounds like Disco's starting to die again, which is
That might be in your hand.
in their hands. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Oh god, that charm. Oh,
Oh,
Right side.
jungle fights. Actually goes in, the knock up, and back out. Just a little left tap for me.
just saying hello.
Yeah, Brahms was in the area as well, so.
Yeah, 7 days for Roman. What can you do? Like, I'm just like sitting in the lane, as you can see.
Sometimes you just gotta sit in lane.
Yeah, true. You just gotta protect your ADC, don't you? You know?
Yeah, just gotta be the
don't
ADC.
feel
Just
bad.
gotta be the ADC.
I mean, ADCs are just left on the island, right?
You just sit down in your bottom lane, you get minions, and then sometimes you get a tower, and then you have money. You go buy items.
And then
you
you
win
carry
games.
that game. Yeah.
Yeah.
ADC